Stripe, as you probably know, is a payment platform. It's integrated with like people's websites. It's like a PayPal. There's a second integration that I didn't quite understand yet until I got further into web development, programming myself. Actually, the person asked that I not mention them. So we'll just say that there's this other integration that works with Stripe that it's difficult to not say who it is. I don't want to hurt anybody else's business. That's the thing. And that is how these corporations can kind of have a hold on us, correct? Anyway, I thought that this was where I could set up payments, but it turns out that they are directly they're coded to capture payments, but Stripe holds them, if that makes any sense. So they don't actually have the capability to hold money. They just have the capability to like do point of service stuff, like when you go to a festival or something or farmers market, the person has that little thing you can just stick your card in, and then it's that kind of integration with Stripe, who then your holding account is with. So they just like capture the payment electronically if you have a website or card reader. And then Stripe is the one that actually holds your money, takes blah, 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 does all of those things. So I didn't realize that whole situation. So that was my mistake. And I had made a typo in my email address. So accidentally, not with the first, I guess, POS, point of sale person, but with Stripe itself, I was silly and I made a typo in my email address. So accidentally created an account with Stripe under an email address that I couldn't log into. Um, and I didn't realize that I had made that mistake. And Stripe, I contacted Stripe and asked them, why can't I, log into this new account that I created? And they didn't know. And so there was this whole thing. And I mistakenly thought that I could still take a payment from the integration site. And so I took payment from a customer. But that then went to my mistaken, messed up Stripe account that I had made with the typo in my email address. That was my mistake, but I didn't know that I had made it. So in communications with the Stripe team, they couldn't figure out what was wrong. It took a while. And so this payment, I guess, all along, which I had no idea where it even went, was just sitting in this other Stripe account that nobody knew about or could find. And so I contacted the other, point of sale company, and they said, we don't hold money. Like Stripe does everything. All we do is capture the payment and send it over. They're the ones that sell those little card readers and so forth, and you can integrate them in your website. But Stripe said, we don't know, we have no idea, so we'll just what's your email address, and we'll create you this account. And so they created me an account with my correct email address. And then I was able to take a payment from a customer there through the other integration. So it captured the payment and then it routed it successfully to this new Stripe account. But then there was evidence that the other integration had taken a payment from my customer late January on that app, but then nothing on the Stripe side showed any indication of that. And so I'm like, what do I do? So I try to refund my customer through the other POS app, and it says it did, but then I'm talking with the customer and it didn't. And I have no idea what's going on. I'm trying to contact both Stripe and the other integration, and I'm not getting anywhere. Stripe then, unfortunately, blamed the other company for everything. which was unfortunate because then I thought it was their fault because I didn't understand the complexities and the entire, like, I don't know, I guess, end to end, like, situation of this process yet. And so, um, I'm in communication with the other company saying, like, Stripe is saying that it's her fault, but, you know, my customer I tried to refund her, so I just refunded her out of my own money, and because I ended up taking a double payment from her, um, because I thought I refunded her, and it was just this giant mess, and I felt so bad. Um, but Stripe completely blamed the other place. Um, they would send me emails saying, it's just simply not our fault, and we're looking into this for you, etc. However, they weren't doing anything. And so actually the other place was kind enough to dig deeper into the issue. At first they were upset and, said, no, 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 it's like, we're not deal with this all the time. And so I would understand if they do deal with this all the time, how they wouldn't be happy with a customer being like, what the heck? Um, but it was this game of like, no, not my fault, my fault. I was just like, this solves it. But he was kind enough to dig into the issue for me, and he found the error. I had accidentally created a Stripe account with an error in the email, and that I had this Stripe account hanging out somewhere that I couldn't access, and that was the issue. And so I tried to get back to Stripe about that, and they blocked me. Not do this to people anymore. That would be the ideal situation. I am who I am, like, it happened, whatever. I am probably one of the only people that kept it going, and I was annoying, not rudely annoying, but said, "Hey, hey," and I might be a little bit, I guess, more, persuasive in my words and also actions, and maybe that's why they actually took, the time to resolve my issue, but not everybody is like me and annoying and will do that. And I just honestly just stop doing this to people.